Childhood trauma refers to distressing experiences that overwhelm a child's ability to cope and negatively affect their well-being. In the context of mass disasters such as floods, earthquakes, hurricanes, and tsunamis, children may experience the loss of loved ones, destruction of their homes, displacement, and disruption of their daily routines. These experiences can significantly affect a child's emotional, psychological, and also their social development. Every year, millions of children around the world are affected by mass disasters. Natural disasters expose children to traumatic experiences that can result in displacement, family separation, interruption of education, and also long-term psychological distress. As climate-related disasters become more frequent, the number of children exposed to trauma continues to increase. Children are particularly vulnerable during mass disasters because they are still developing emotionally, cognitively, and also socially. They often depend on adults for safety, stability, and emotional support. When disasters disrupt family structures, schools, and communities, children may struggle to understand what has happened and have difficulty coping with the stress and uncertainty. Early childhood is a critical period for brain development and learning. Exposure to trauma during this stage can interfere with emotional regulation, cognitive development, and social functioning. Following a mass disaster, providing children with early support, stable relationships, and also safe environments is essential to reduce the negative impact of trauma and promote resilience and healthy development. To understand how disasters affect children, we must first examine the psychosocial risks they face.
When natural disasters happen, children face psychosocial risks that can affect their well-being and development. These risks may come from individual factors such as limited coping skill, family factors such as parental stress or financial difficulties, and disaster-related experiences including loss, injury, or displacement. As a result, children's development may be disrupted. Cognitively, they may struggle with concentration and learning. Emotionally, they may experience anxiety, fear, sadness, or nightmares. Socially, they may find it difficult to trust others or engage with peers. For example, a 7-year-old child whose home was destroyed by a flood may experience constant worry, nightmare, and difficulty focusing in school. According to Bronfenbrenner's ecological systems theory, children's development is heavily influenced by systems such as family, school, and community. When disasters disrupt this system, children's development can be negatively affected. However, recovery does not happen in isolation. Communities and institutions play an important role in helping children to heal and rebuild resilience. Trauma is not experienced in isolation. Communities and institutions also play a critical role in children's recovery.
Natural disaster can also cause organizations and community instability that significantly affect children's development and overall well-being. First, school closures disrupt children's learning process, which is academic progress and daily routines. Schools are not only places for education, but also provide structure, social interaction, and emotional support. When schools are closed for a long period, children may experience learning loss, reduced motivation, and difficulty adjusting when they return. Secondly, healthcare disruptions can limit access to essential medical service and mental health support, which is injuries, illnesses, and psychological distress may go up treated due to damaged healthcare facilities, shortage of medical staff, or limited resources. This can negatively affect both children's physical and emotional development. Children may also face displacement and relocations after a disaster. Being forced to leave their homes and communities can create feelings of uncertainty, fear, and stress. They often need to adapt to unfamiliar environments, new schools, and different social setting, which can be challenging, especially for young children. In addition, the loss of community support systems such as friends, teachers, neighbor, and community organizations can increase a feeling of isolation and insecurity. This relationship normally provide children with a sense of belonging, safety, and emotional comfort during difficult time. As a result, children may lose important sources of stability, security, and emotional support that are essential for healthy development. Therefore, restoring school, healthcare service, and community networks as quickly as possible is crucial in helping children recover, rebuild resilience, and maintain the overall well-being after natural disaster.
Despite these challenges, many children demonstrate remarkable resilience when supported by their families and communities.
While counseling and emotional support are important, resilience can also be strengthened by giving children an active role in recovery after the disaster. Natural disasters often leave children feeling powerless. They may lose their homes, school, belongings, and daily routine, causing them to feel a loss of control of their lives. For example, after the 2011 earthquake and tsunami in Japan, many children participated in community activities such as creating artwork, sharing their experience, and helping design safer school environments. These activities gave them a sense of purpose and helped them cope with the trauma they had experienced. This is known as child participation, where children are encouraged to express their thoughts, share their feelings, and contribute to recovery efforts in age-appropriate ways. When children are listened to and involved, they develop a greater confidence, self-worth, and problem-solving skills. They begin to see themselves not only as victims of disaster but also as individuals capable of overcoming challenges. Participation also helps children reconnect with their peers and communities, restoring a sense of belonging and normalcy. Research shows that children who feel supported and empowered are more likely to recover successfully from traumatic experience and adapt better to future challenges. Ultimately, resilience is not just about helping children survive a disaster, it is about helping them heal, grow, and actively rebuild their future. Recovery should not only be done only for children, but also with them.
Natural disasters can profoundly affect children's psychological well-being.
Without sufficient support, trauma can disrupt one's developmental and long-term functioning.
Families, school, and communities play a crucial role in recovery.
Through resilience building and evidence-based intervention, children can heal and thrive.